We have back and triceps today, and I'm wanting to use the machines we used last time. I really liked them. I mean, that's me assuming they will be open, but yeah, I just felt like they helped me like pull more weight. I was gonna say push, but we're doing pull. So just because we had something to like lean against, and I feel like that's what's been like I just been, with the same weight, and I feel like that's what I needed to like really pull some more weight. Because you can only do so much. Well, at least with me, like I can only do so much just me bracing and like trying to pull weight. Me leaning against something does really help pull more weight. So I like that we've been kind of incorporating that now, and it just feels really good. So I'm gonna want to do that today. And what else was I gonna say? So the body is interesting. So we've been actually sitting at the same weight for a little bit, but I'm hoping tomorrow we drop some weight. And that sometimes happens. That's why, don't stress about it. I mean, it's also the very beginning, but maybe that's why I'm like, us barely starting, we should be dropping weight pretty nicely. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like bummed because I'm just like, I feel like the scale should be moving, and it really hasn't. I mean, yeah, we've dropped like, let me see. Well, you know what? I mean, honestly, that's why I'm saying too, like, we have to write these things down because sometimes I feel like we need to like look at it and just be more realistic because we have dropped 2 to 3 pounds. And, honestly, but I'm gonna say, I feel like, that can be like water weight because when you have a bunch of carbs, it's gonna hold a lot more water. But I guess in a way, it's not too bad. So we'll see the following weeks, like how that all looks. But technically we've lost like 2 to 3 pounds. I'm wanting to lose, I guess I'm saying I assumed that I would lose more the first week. But that's just a little update about that. But I think we're fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just us being in a deficit. You're gonna, want to try to not be such in a deficit in the beginning, if you can get away with it. If you're just like, wait, I'm losing weight with this much calories, okay, like, that's the goal. And then later on, you just lower it and lower it, and then, you lose weight, you do. So that's all that there is to it. So eventually, we will lower the calories, mostly carbs, so that's all that there is for that. But I talked about this in the last video, and I just want to touch on it again because I feel like it is actually like super important. Because I was talking about how, in between our sets, like it's so easy for us to like get on our phone or even like talk to people around us, or even if we're like working out with other people, it's I guess like taking mental energy away from us. Like, because when you're talking to someone, like let's say, you go out and stuff, like, how people say, oh, I feel so drained, but it's not like you physically went to go and run a mile, but you're like so tired. Like, it's just, you mentally get drained. So that also goes with you looking at your phone, like things that mentally can like, trigger you, even if it's like you getting like irritated or in a bad mood, and you look at other things that, put you in a certain like emotion. And I talked about how they actually did a study on that, and that the people that didn't do that between their sets actually performed better. And honestly, like I said, it makes sense because, we now realize like, mentally we can be drained. And so just kind of funny how I've been using my phone to record now. And so I used to do that. I used to go on my phone and stuff, and, we think it's really nothing. Like we're like, what can harm can it do or whatever, but it can, like little, even if it's little, we're emotionally like draining ourselves in a way. So me using my phone, I'm not using it in between sets anymore because I'm just like, just leave it alone and I just listen to my music. My workouts have been amazing. And honestly, I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but I feel like you guys should try it. If, just try it out. And I feel like it's just so much nicer just to like focus and honestly, yeah, be in the moment of your workout and just do that. And I also think it's nice to mentally get prepared before the workout too, which I think I want to be better at. I feel like I could be better at doing that. So I feel like that's probably why people have like a routine, you know, like a little thing before they do going to the gym. Like some people take a shower, you know, just like that's also just mentally, you know, just preparing yourself. And I feel like that's kind of nice, you know, because you're going already like, I don't know, in your best, or at least with your capabilities, trying to mentally, you know, go in with a nice fresh like mindset and like, you know, focus on the workout and enjoy the workout, you know, just all these positive things. And throughout the workout, you know, you want to stay positive, you want to stay encouraged and, you know, get that feeling through it all. And so just with all that being said, I just wanted to put that out there because like I said, even I can be bad at that. So you guys should go ahead and try it. It's honestly been really nice just to like focus on the workout, even if it's very minimal. And also it is nice when you do work out with people that, you know, you just do the workout. And it's nice. I do that with like my sister. Like when we would work out together, we would just like hype each other up with the workout. And like there's no like, you know, like obviously there's talking before and after, but like it's funny because there's those people that, you know, like, no, we're zoned in. It's all about the workout. And that's like fun. I feel like that is the fun. I feel like, you know, I feel we both just know that. And yeah, so not saying that you can't work out with other people, but like, you know, just make sure you guys are like focused on the workout and hyping each other up. And I mean, that's fun too. Like, you know, and then also like the socializing, you guys can, you know, that's why people say, oh, after the workout, they like talk to other people and stuff and like socialize after, which is good, you know, to do that. But anyways, let's get in there and get started. And yeah, I'm pumped. Well, I mean, mentally pumped. We're gonna go and get physically pumped. Okay, so don't ever feel embarrassed using 2.5 pounds to help you hit that sweet spot, you know? Especially like a lot of weights, they do big jumps, and sometimes you aren't able to do those big jumps. I mean, like me, I'm not able to. So, you know, the 2.5s help you, and then eventually you are able to get to that next level of weight. But this will be the first set, and we're using I don't think you guys can see it, huh? But anyways, we are using, because it jumps by 15 pounds. I mean, that's actually a lot. So I put like 7.5, because it's a 5 and 2.5. And I think that was just right. So this will be the first breaking set. And yeah, they're feeling good. Yeah, those felt good. Because like I was saying in the last back day, that 5 like still wasn't enough, but adding the 5 and the 2.5 feels great. So if you haven't been using the 2.5s and you feel funny, you'll love those little increments. So we'll go ahead and do that 2 more times. And so far it's not too crazy in here, so we might be able to get the machines that we want today. Okay, so my hands are extra sweaty today, so this is really helping. But you know, I was just thinking about it. It's because I put lotion on. Yeah, I don't want dry skin, and so I'm thinking because of the lotion, it kind of just like lingers on me with my hand. So yeah, I'm not sure. Do guys put lotion on? I don't know, but I know girls do, so they probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, so second set, and yeah, just I mean, I'm mentally getting ready, and since I'm not able to listen to my music, like I said, at least the gym actually has been decent with their playlist, so I like that for me. Okay. Okay. Well, also, I hope you guys can hear me okay. That's what I always wonder when I'm wearing a tank top because it's lower, or the mic's lower, I mean. So hopefully there's no problems there. But yeah. So one more of those, and then we'll do some rows. Yeah. I guess I'm questioning, how did it fall off? My chest got too pumped and like popped off. I don't know. Let's go to the next set. Yeah, I do need to find a necklace chain thing to hold the mic. Just in, just to have. Oh, I liked that last set. Okay, now we'll do some rows. So I'm not sure how much or like how to gauge it because obviously every machine's a little different. But when we're using the cables, we're able to do like 140 for the rows, and this one we're able to do 150. So, like I said, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming either way, even if it's like 5 more pounds or whatever, we're able to technically pull more on this, and it's because we have this to like help lean against, but also making sure you're bracing. Because remember, I told you guys sometimes, like even I have to remind myself, just because something is there to help you doesn't mean it's supposed to be doing all the work for you. Like it's just to help you, but you're still bracing and still, making sure you're putting in the work as well. It's almost like 50-50. But no, honestly, you should probably do 75, and it does 25 or something. But you get what I'm saying. So we'll go ahead and get started. Do the weak side first, and yeah. Actually, I think we can add more weight. So still technically figuring out, because this is our second time using it. So figuring out what really is that working weight for us. Because also, making sure your form's strong and solid. And this one I'm able to feel more secure when I'm just like squeezing and then slowly coming back, you know. So, I mean, overall, I'm enjoying this one, but doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the rows. I still do. And if this was taken, I probably would have done the rows, the cables with no support. And which reminds me, like, you guys know, like the ones I didn't used to train that, now I'm making sure I do because it was silly for me not to do that. It was calves and abs. So when I would be doing the rows, I told you guys like my core from bracing it so much would be really, like already fatigued and tired. And then once I incorporated doing abs, my abs got stronger. You know, I was able to brace and it not even be a thought in my head like, oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, of course I'm bracing my core, and but it's not fatigued anymore. It's not tired because it's already strong enough to withhold all that, you know, within my reps. So if it's a reminder of you, if you're not training abs, you know, as in like, or maybe if anything, because I know there's some people that don't train abs and they're fine, but I feel like if you're good at bracing, I'm not. I have to literally remind myself to brace because I'm not good at it. So if that, you know, if you feel like that's you, doing direct ab work is fine because it's like you're in, like, I guess enforcing that movement and for your body to remember how to do that. But anyways, just my thought on it or my experience with it. So we'll go ahead and do this 2 more times. Also, if you need to like move around to like feel it better, because I kind of do that. I kind of move in a little, like have the bar. Well, I don't know. I guess I would say, is that closer or further? I don't know. So anyways, I move my body and of course do it to the same side or do the same thing to the other side. Because that's where it just feels really nice when I squeeze it. Because I mean, think about it. We're all like different sizes. Imagine a big old guy on here and then someone, you know, smaller. Do you think they should be at the same like width? You know, so it's like move to what feels good to you. So that's why sometimes I tell you guys when I'm using machines, I do like doing single arm stuff because I can move around to how I like it. But if you get what I'm saying. So we'll go ahead and start. I did put 5 more pounds. So let's see how this feels. Take advantage of this machine and for me to like, you know, pull more weight. Yeah, that felt good. So I should have rested a little bit before going again, but yeah, I could tell. I'll do that for the next set. And it just, I guess it feels like, you know, you're on the move, so you want to do the next. But it's like I said, same with lower body. If you're gonna do one side, rest a little, then go on to the next, especially if you're really, you know, pushing or yeah, pulling, I keep saying pushing, pulling, you know, heavy weight, you're gonna get tired. So I think I might higher it a little more. And then yeah, just rest in between a little bit so I can like, recollect myself and then go again. Okay, we have some high rows next. And then that's it for back. I mean, we'll have rear delts and then I'll use the cables this time. You guys know that it's been kind of tricky for me. But we are hitting rear delts when we're doing high rows too. But since I just really want them to pop, we're gonna do a little more like direct work with them as well. Those feel really good. My rear delts feel really good. And something that I'm like trying to remind myself is like, well, I mean, see, that's what I'm telling you guys. It's not something I have to remind myself with, depends on the machine I'm using, because when we're doing the cables, it's like I have to do more cues for myself technically. And then when we're using machine, So I'm like, don't, or at least maybe I'm speaking to myself, don't get lazy with it and remind yourself of those cues still, because you're still doing the same thing technically. You are doing the same thing. So this is just able to help you, because I'm having to remind myself when I'm using this one to open up my chest. And you know how I always remind you guys that, you know, when we're doing back movements, open up your chest. Because you know how people always say, oh yeah, make sure your elbows are moving. But I'm like, if your chest isn't open, you're not squeezing that back nice enough. So, you know, because I can move my elbows right now. Am I even using my back? No. So I have to remind myself with this. And maybe that's why in the beginning, I didn't go to these, because I needed to really be solid on my form, to really, you know, and not depend on these. But if you're already solid and you're not like me and depend on certain things, or, you know, unintentionally do that, then, you know, that's good. So it's just a me thing. And it's funny that, you know, I'm just, you know, seeing that, but I love these. I'm just having to like remind myself though of these little things. So we'll go ahead and do this 2 more times and then find a cable, because those are scarce, and then go on from there. Okay, second set, and then I'll do the last one with music on, so you guys will see me next in rear delt. Rear delts, that is so hard for me to say. Well, some of you guys already know, I used to have trouble actually saying my R's, so I do catch myself sometimes. Getting a little twist, tongue twist. I mean, hey, that doesn't even have an R in it. Anyways, let's just do the set. Let's just do the set. Okay. Man, I just love how it feels. Those felt good. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, we're back with the cables. Last time I tried to do rear delts on flies, like the fly machine, but it just wasn't working out. And I think you guys saw that. So, you know what, we'll still, because I still want to say I don't like have it locked down, like exactly, because I've been messing with it a little bit right now. And before I was going like really upright, or I guess right here. And so I'm kind of going right here, and it kind of feels nicer. Less traps working, but you know, we are going to work our traps. It's like going to be kind of like hard not to. It's going to happen. They're indirectly going to be, you know, being used. But you know, I guess I'm saying just like I feel it really nice just going a little lower, but you know, still, like I said, it's not like solid, like, oh yeah, like I have it down. And you guys always ask me like, oh, is there certain things you feel like you still are figuring out? And this is one of them, you know, like I feel like my rear delts, I don't have like a solid like connection with it. And I just relied on my back movements to hopefully, you know, do the work for them, but I do want them to pop more. So that's why I'm just like, you know what, I need to see what's going on. And I think it's good to know how to work every muscle group. And that's why I tell you guys too, I'm like, if you don't know how to really do it, then, you know, I feel like, you know, there's something to work on, you know? So anyway, let's go ahead and try it. And let's see how it feels for this set. Well, I will say those feel better than, you know, doing the flies. So I'll take that. I'll take that. And, you know, as long as you're getting better with whatever it is, I'm not saying it's perfect, but, you know, so as long as you're getting better, you're on the right track. And that's always like the goal, to just get better at it. And, you know, it's kind of honestly silly, like, because you might, you know, like, well, I guess maybe I'm just saying, like, you know, I get those people in the comments that tell me, like, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. It's like, but think of it this way, do you know, well, I mean, I don't know. So I guess I'm saying, like, at your gym, do you know anyone that lifts perfectly, like exactly perfect at everything they are doing in their every lift? It's like, no, maybe you don't. Maybe they're good at this one lift, and maybe, you know, there's one that's a little iffy, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, you to be so hard on a human being to expect perfection, like, is kind of crazy. But as long as you know that person's always working to get better and better, like, I feel like that's always the goal. So anyways, if you're like that, like, I guess I'm saying is just like, I'm not perfect at every lift at all, like, but we're always trying to get better. And I honestly appreciate you guys always trying to like give me tips that have helped you. You know, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to like see how we can utilize the machines that we have to our best capabilities to help us. You know, we're all just trying to get better. And one of you guys were trying to help me with the tricep. So the thing with that one is, you guys know how my hands get kind of sweaty and everything. So yeah. So, but I love using the cables. So I use the little like notch thingy here. And sometimes, you know, it just kind of like my hands get slippery. So I'm going to try this. We're going to see how this works. I know you guys were saying the rope, but we tried that out and I just think it was too much, like, because I had to hire this and I didn't like the tension when it was up there. I like the tension more right here. So we're going to try this. I'm not sure if this will work, but we're going to try it out. Let me just try this. Oh, let's put more weight. Whoa, it's too much. Oh my gosh. What am I, crazy? That was a lot of weight. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Okay, guys, actually. Okay, that's a keeper. Oh, but you guys don't like this angle. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll finish this and then I'll record a different angle. It's funny, I feel like it actually feels a little harder. So before, you know, my grip was, I guess, more neutral, and then this way it's like this, so it is a little harder. But at the end of the day, like, hey, like, this feels really good. So I'm glad, because one of you guys suggested something close to this, and I was like, wait, what if I just use this? So thank you, and I think you know who you are. I appreciate it. And yeah, like, honestly, that's what I'm saying. You guys, like, we don't not know we don't know everything, you know, because it's just like, it's just funny how I feel like people can be lifting for so long, but, you know, sometimes we're still figuring things out. And yeah, so I guess I'm saying, it's just like, I always appreciate it when you guys give me things that I feel like, you know, could probably help when I'm just like, this feels a little, like, I know it can feel better. And anyways, I guess I'm saying, it's just like, I love how you guys, you know, are very sweet and helpful, and I appreciate it. And I hope I can help in some way with your, you know, your progress as well. So it's just like how I've told you guys, these videos always feel like, you know, like we're helping each other in some way. And I just love that. So we'll go ahead and do this set, and absolutely love it. So this is good. I keep forgetting that we only do that for 2 sets because I was going to go ahead and do it again, but that's just me because I like doing technically 3 different, machines for my triceps because altogether I like doing 6 working sets for that muscle group. And you guys already know that. So yeah, anyways, this will be the second working set. Then we just have one more thing and then we're good. So let's get going on the last one for this. Okay. Ooh, debating, I felt like I should have added more weight, but okay. We'll go and finish them off on the next thing. Yeah, I went a little lighter on the seated dips because I thought my triceps were already burnt out from, us doing the cables, but if you're able to do more, do more. So kind of bummed that I didn't. But anyways, like I said, we'll finish them off here and feel good about that. So, okay, this will be the last one. I just went, so this will be the second one. And then we'll go and do some posing. Okay. I was like, sounds good. Okay. I guess I'm saying, no, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just go and do some posing. Okay, let's see how the back pump looks. And okay, we're gonna do just the front and then we'll do the back. You guys already know. Okay, then we'll do a back one. So remember, when you're doing these, put your hands here, make your waist, to have the illusion of your waist smaller. And then we'll do this one. Hopefully I can do this without falling, but no guarantees. Okay, wait. Man, that one is so hard to know if you're in the right angle. Because last time I did it, it wasn't right. I think I was tilting too much and all the shadows were just not good. So I'll go ahead and do it again. I'll just try it. But yeah, I'm not sure. And then we'll do tricep. And this one is tricep too, like from side. Just don't know. I'll do both. Because I don't know if how the lighting looks. Hmm. What about that? We'll do, I want to feel like there's something else. We'll do lat spread one more time. It bothers me when the lines are all crooked or something, so hopefully they're straight. Okay, hopefully you guys hear me. The dryer for the hand is on, so if you can, I'm sorry. But I think that's it. I think those are all the poses, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, we just finished cardio, and I'm just like, give me a month, and I'm excited to see, like, I feel like that's when we'll really see a difference. And I mean, honestly, the beginning of the cut, I feel like will be the hardest because we're not getting stronger because we're, we are now in a deficit. So, I mean, it's not likely, but not impossible, but we're not getting stronger. So it's not like, my mind can't go there because how I was saying in the bulk, I was just like, man, we're getting strong, we're feeling good. So now that's not like technically the direction anymore. And then, now we're in a deficit, but we're not really seeing big changes yet because it's still the beginning. And so I feel like this is like where it can be the trickiest, I guess you can say. And like, all you can do is, trust the process and just like let it, play out. And that's where you kind of have to be patient, and because it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a few days. I mean, sometimes a few weeks to really see the difference, but that's why it's going to be fun to like get to the end of it and know, those us coming to the gym like every day, putting in the work and knowing like everything like we had to do to get there. Because I think it's so easy to look on social media and then see people's like transformations in a way, like, and be like, oh man, like that's crazy. And then you go to the gym and and then you leave the gym and you're like, okay, well, I mean, I feel like the same, and it's so easy to get in your head, but know that reality, like it takes time. It really does. And the transformations are all fun and all, but it took like hours and days and years to get there. And I guess I'm saying is, be motivated. Don't be hard on yourself. Be excited. Be excited of what you can accomplish and just aim for that. Focus on that. If you start seeing yourself decline mentally, of feeling bad about yourself, feeling like, man, can I ever get there? Can I do that? Catch yourself. See what triggers that and try to, do the opposite. Try to find things that get you motivated. And it's not easy, but like just be honest with yourself, and if certain things, make you feel more bad about yourself, like then don't do that, and don't feel bad about it. We're all on different levels of our journey because I can feel like bummed a little, but I've done this before, so I know that I'll get there. So it's easier for me to like snap out of it, I guess you can say, just being like, okay, yeah, like I'm not looking there yet, but it will happen because I've done it before. And if this is you barely getting into it and you're just like, man, can I? Like, you can, because what you put in, you will get out. So as long as you're getting better and you're seeing those progresses, whatever that may be, like you will get there. And tell yourself, sometimes you kind of do have to be, dramatic just to snap yourself out of it. Because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not there now, but what am I going to do? Give up and never get there, never reach it? Because you look at the people that inspired you, and what's the most common thing with them is that they never gave up. So just apply that to yourself. Like, just aim for what it is you want and then work towards it. And then, that's the best thing you can do. You just work towards that. And you have the power to do that, and you will see the changes. So wherever you guys are in your journey and stuff, please think positive, encourage yourself. Because I don't believe you need to, I don't know, torture yourself or like sacrifice to like get where you want to get or anything like that. Because I feel like you can do it and enjoy it at the same time. Because, us going to the gym, we love working out. So it's like, can you really see that as like a sacrifice? Nah, because you enjoyed it. So I guess I'm saying is enjoy the things you love. And that way it's like, you know, you'll get there. Because it's like, what are you going to quit going to the gym? Why? When you enjoy that. You enjoy that part of your day. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, all these positives is like, well, I'm not there yet, but I will get there. You know, because I am putting in the work. I am, you know, trying to learn what's going to get me better and better each time. And being, you know, like, not closed-minded and open-minded, knowing that, you know, there's so much for us to learn, and also, you know, be, you know, just, I guess I'm saying is just like, there is a lot of information out there, so be careful with that as well. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you'll figure it out, because you'll see like, okay, actually this isn't working for me. I know that this is what is out there or whatever, but, you know, I guess I'm saying is just like, when things start to click, like, that's going to be the fun part. But, you know, just know that there are going to be like hard times, but as long as you redirect your thoughts, because don't sit in it too long. I mean, you can be, you know, you can acknowledge them, but don't sit in them too long. That it's like, well, what is it doing for you? Is it really benefiting you, just you being in those thoughts and staying in there? Because, you know, I feel like we can, you know, play victim for so long, but then it's just like, well, where is that going to go? Like, you know, we can be like, like, I just don't have, you know, the genetics for it, or I just don't have, you know, the time, or I just don't have, you know, just the discipline, or all this stuff. It's like, you know, don't do that to yourself. You know, just tell yourself, what can you do? Focus on that. You're like, I can go to the gym. Okay, we'll go with that. Don't be like, oh, I'm not as disciplined as everyone else. Like, don't think negative. Start thinking positive. Like, I can go to the gym. I can lift weights. I can do this, you know, and you know, just start talking to yourself like that, and then you'll see how far you go. Because, you know, there were times in the beginning of me barely starting to lift. People were like, who do you think you are lifting? You know, like, you know, already labeling people like, no, that's not your thing. Like, what are you doing? You know, that's someone else's thing. Like, when did you become, you know, this little bodybuilder or whatever? It's just like, all that matters is what you want to do, and, you know, where you take that. You know, we can't just listen to what people say you are, when it's just like, no, they don't know you, because we're trying to figure out what makes us happiest. Like, what kind of person do we want to be, and what makes us happy? And only you can figure that out. It's silly to think anyone else can figure that out for you. And it's funny if they think they can, but I think you guys already know that. And I'm excited. A lot of you guys, you know, are like, you know, in a journey of always trying to get better yourself. And I feel like that's the best thing you can do. So I'm gonna head to the store, get some random stuff. And, you know, like I said, we'll eventually do a full day of eating for the cut. But other than that, I'll see you guys next for quads. And yeah, thanks for watching.